So there is a recording is on now. So now we shall go with the basic concepts on Tableau. Like we are going to see what is Tableau. Oh, and we are going to check out that is the introduction on data visualization first, and why and what is Tableau used for, and how can we connect the Tableau, and also we can go with the that is if there is any question and answer sessions to be discussed. No, we shall. Those things at the later stage. Now let me invite Bashir, who is going to who works for a big MNC in Chennai, and he is going to walk through us through Tableau, that is data visualization in our today's session. And thank you all, and let me invite Bashir to take up the stage.
So to shrink it. Okay, cool. Hi everybody. Good afternoon and good morning, good evening, wherever you are. So my name is Bashir Ahmed, and I've been working with the MNC company for at least 12 years now. So I've been with various section of the IT department, right? So I've been with collections, data processing, ETL, worked in a lot of databases, and right now working in big data and as well as in Tableau. So out of all the the various technologies that I've worked, visualization is somewhat is very I passionate about. So in particular, I also like very much about the Tableau. So which is good thing as far as a career perspective. So today sessions I wanted to go through some of the things that which I experienced. It's not about the teaching. Like I just wanted to share my experience with the Tableau, with actually working experience. So first of all, I would like to just go through about what is visualizations, right? Just without doing any other technology stuff, I just wanted to go for the visualizations. Okay. So what do you see in this screen? So by seeing the screen, right, by this time your brain will throwing a lot of neurons, into your specific brain environment. It will throw a lot of emotions to your brain. It will about these pictures before when Syria refugees came. One of the child just reached at the beach, right? So that's when this photo is taken. Like the reason I'm showing this picture is to understand the visualizations, right? So they said the picture is worth of 1,000 words. No matter how much lines of article you write about it, this particular image will not convey even if you write pages of pages informations, right? That's that's importance of the visualizations. The brain will immediately get the picture, and it will send the emotions, and it will also make a lot of decisions. It will throw the emotions, sad, happiness, anger. By seeing this picture, it will brings a sadness, and then empathy and all the stuff. So with this opportunity, I ask our God to give and peace and harmony to this world. So now to the come to the data perspective of data visualization, right? So as I mentioned before, a picture is worth of 1,000 words. Okay, so humans are very good at solving problems. The solving problems but the main input for your as a human is, input for you is like a visualization, right? So you see, you believe it, and you analyze it with it. So that is the important concept behind the visualizations, visual representation as well. So so it just actually it's a process. When you see the whatever that you've been given to, your mind will process that information and you will come to some conclusions, right? That is actually it will whatever you see, that it will actually rendering in your brain before you take any decision. So so from this, there is a report to your left side, okay, and the right side you have all the visual reports that you have. So by left side, like it's just vague and stuff, but in right side you can visualize and you can know what is going right, what is going wrong, what is important decision that you can take by just looking at the at the visualizations, right? So that's the thing. So until some 5 to 3 years back, we have very limited data, and we also have close to good understanding, about data, whatever that you process, right? So back in Oracle days, we have like maybe some 10 GB, 15 GB, 20 GB of information that you can just see it, and you can almost know like what is going on. Even no matter how much worth of company, you have only limited limited data that will be available, right? But now in the big data environment, you have enormous of data, which I'm sure the smarter will become going through all the big data technologies and stuff. So
ஆமாப்பா கழுவணும்பா.
okay, so in the big data environment, you have so much of information that you have right now, right? So you have information from your mobile, laptop, IoT devices. Like recently, I came to know the very interesting big data IoT environment, that the brake shoe of the company, right? They have implemented IoT device in the bus. The reason is like if the climate, the brake is failure, they want refund, and they want to know what to do with that, right? So whether you should give the refund, means it's not just 1 or 2 rupees, it's just crores. Like they claim it, your product is false, so you need to prove somehow, right? So what they have implemented the device, IoT devices, so it will constantly monitor your speed. And then in a bus, they constantly 24 hours, like no matter when the bus is running, it will always collect the data. So it will calculate the speed, and calculate the threshold of the speed and what speed you are applying the brake. So if they say if there's going 80 miles per hour and you apply the brake, like it's not a good idea. So you should have slow approached brake you should apply. So this data they will collect and then say, see, this is you misuse the product, so that is why we cannot reimburse anything. So it's a previous, like 5 years back, it's not possible. Now it's all possible. So the data, like we have so much of data, but the understanding is very limited at this point. So that is why we have we should know what is the importance of understanding of the data is important, right? So and coming back to our human brain, so we have a lot of compartments in our brain. So we have compartment for memory, judgment, reward, all the stuff. Like for the important is visualization. The vision has more compartment than anything else. So that it will perceive, analyzes, all these things will be happening from this brain. So just to bring some fun to the discussion. So can you see the dolphin in the rose? Can you see? Okay. What's the difference between these two squares? Right? Immediately you know that's red dot on the right side, right? So immediately your mind, like it just go to, when you see the effect, it just go to the right on the red, correct? Okay, what's the difference? No, there is a circle instead of square and right. So your mind grabs, even though it is same color, the shape is different. So you are able to see. So you see the position is different, and then color is different, and the size is different, right? So now what's the difference? It's quite difficult because it has shape and color both. It is analyzing. Good. Difference? What is the difference? Red dot and blue dot, right? Squares. So that's how, like, your mind will just directly go to the problem. Okay, even if it is success or failure in terms of sales prospect. So your mind able to understand visually better than anything else. Okay, that is why I'm just giving all the things. Now, how can we use that attribute of your brain for analytics? That's where we are moving currently in the current technology world, right? So so just definition of what is the visual analytics. Like, it is just as I said, it is using your brain analytical reasoning by use of your visual. It will just interrupt that, and then it will make you to take a decision, and because of that visualization. Okay, so this from this with the data I gave previously, that some picture and ask you to take a decision, right? Whether it is what is the different stuff. Now I'm giving the real data to you. This is how you have this is actually processed data. It's not raw data we are talking about. This is actually it ran through a lot of ETL, and then we finally come to the data. Okay, so if I ask you which product or region, like product, I have furniture, office, technology subcategory. We have a lot of subcategory. I have east, central, south, west. So if I ask you the question, so which product and region shows higher sales but low profitability? Can you get it? Okay, for ease of you, I just take one sub compartment. Just zoom it data. At least now, even you cannot in this, can you able to tell high sales, low profitability? Higher sales and low profitability. It's actually table. So so if you see the now with the same thing, if you draw, see when I asked you the previous, right, your mind is going left and right, trying to correlate what is this, and then numbers, and then so it has to do all the. This is how the report was prepared, previous era. So you've been given a number of numbers, and know if you have to, like, really get into the business, you'll at least need 1 hour to figure out what is the value. Now, with just need a single second, you just see that your eyes directly gone into the red. So the length is showing actually cells. Okay, the red, like here put in the here, like what is the difference, right? More green is actually more profitable, and then towards this is the middle, 0, minus and stuff, and then towards the red. So this one, it's actually had more sales but actually less profit. Okay, so so now you get the picture, right? What's the importance of visualization now? So that's the thing. So as I said, the humans mind works mainly based off these four dimensions, right? It is able to recognize the positions and colors and size and shape that we see in our fun area as well as in a data side, right? So that's how your mind works, and that's how visualization works, and then analytics works, right? So now if I take the cycle of visual analysis, right, analytics or visual analysis, like, so you pick up a task, right? For example, you want to know what is the same question that we posted: high sales and low profitability. That's a task that you have. So what you need to do, you need to just collect the data. That's the first thing, and then second thing, you explore it, like what information you need, and you filter out the data, and then you quickly go to the visualization, and then from that you infer the what is going on. Yeah. So now, so you got the data and you picture visualizations, and then you come to the develop insight. You get the insight. Now you know what's wrong in that previous, right? So you can build now. Now again, you take up a different task. Like you want to know why it is sales is high. Why you into so from the bigger data, you actually reduced to the one scope. Now you want to know what is happening in that region, in that sales, what happened. So again, you go to the traverse. So it is actually continuous process. You take a questions and you take a question and then answer through the data, and then move on to the next question and then answer it. This is not happening just 2 years before, right? Before Tableau or any self-service be implemented, you have given set of information to the IT department. So this is what I need, and then they will take in a 6 months or 1 year based on the complexity of the project. They take and then they come back to the to you. This is what you need. Sometimes you say this is not what I need. We know this problem, right? So it's like you need to get answer for this 1 minute, or even even if we build the dashboard, it will take at least only 1 hour information. But if we give this set of the thing to the IT department, that's a traditionally, right? They take the data and then they do the ETL and stuff, and then they develop the reports, and then they send the reports, QA and stuff, everything. And then it come to the business hands. It will at most take minimum 3 months or 6 months. So, but here you take up a task and they take the data. You play around with the data by yourself. Okay, so you at most the CEOs they can easily play around, or you can aid you can make easy for them, and then also reduce the time and cost of it. Okay, you take a data and then try to get the questions from them, and then you can solve them through the report, and then you can also give the playground to them, like they can play around with the data, the report that you give. Not you need not to go to the again to the IT department to build the entire report and come to you, right? That's the thing. It's a quick cycle. That's what I want to coming to say. So now, so we know what was the visualization, and then what's the importance of visual analytics and stuff. Now, why that is needed? So we have discussed about the understanding of the things, right? So now, so with the help of big data environment, so you have technology has grown up very fast. So the not only the big data is evolved, so you have some tools to cope up with the big data to get the benefit of those petabyte, zettabyte of informations, right? There is not a single, the tool is to provide, insight to the data that you have collected. So why there is, so much hype about big data, right? So you can collect. There are a lot of tools now, Hadoop, Spark, and stuff. Machine learning. So you play around. You got to know. You process the information, and what to do with that, right? You collected the data in process. You put so much of effort, applying Spark, Hadoop, right? All the things like you applied, you made it some data, but in order to get the insight of the data, you need visualizations tool to get into the business value out of the big data, right? You big data, okay, you processed it, even petabyte, zettabyte. Oh, okay, so CEO says, okay, what should I do, right? So it's not real benefit. Like even though you played around with the big data, you should actually give some insight to the data. This is what business team needs, right? So this visualization, will help through the Tableau. It's possible now to actually explore big data environment. Okay, so we talked about data visualization, what's important and stuff. Now, the one of the tool that I liked, we worked in quite different tools, MicroStrategy, Cognos, and stuff. So I have very much passionate about this Tableau because of the simplicity and then powerful of the Tableau. Okay, our company, like, they choose the best and all the things, like they choose. If it is a database, they'll choose the best. If it is a processing environment, they'll choose the best. Like we have Spark now, and then if there's a machine learning, they'll pick the best. So right now they going for either Tableau or custom made. We had made MicroStrategy, Cognos stuff. Now, so with the easy to go to the environment, like it's very effective use to the Tableau now. Okay, so just quickly about this, what is Tableau, right? So instead of all the complexity of the software, if you take the MicroStrategy or Cognos, just to install itself, you need somebody assistance. It will throw a lot of options. You wanted to save this data to that. You wanted to take this environmental variable or not. So it will take, just to install one software in a local machine, it will take a lot of effort. Just think of, if you're going enterprise wide application, it's actually, you need a separate team. They need to have a server and stuff. You need to install the server, you need to connectivity, all this stuff. Okay, so that's for installation alone. But then we are talking about requirement gathering, all the IT life cycle, right? The software like HTC environment. So Tableau is actually visual analysis solutions, okay, that will actually help the people to explore yourself and then analyze and then bring the data insight, okay, from the available data that you have, with just simple drag and drop solution. Mostly double click and then just, if you need, just drag it here and there to come to the perfect report that way short from the data that you have. It's a simple operation, just you play around and come up with the report. Okay, quickly about the Tableau features. There are many, but I'm just restricted to a few important stuff. Speed to market, which means, like, as I said, like, you don't need to wait months, to get it out over the finder. At least to know that the business people, this is what you need or not, right? So you need to give first cut of at least information whether you're going right path or not. So you can just quickly develop within minutes. If you have the data, you quickly play around. You can at least, so within at least an hour, you can show this is what I have at least. Okay, you don't need to give business insight. At least this is what I have. This is what I can do. All this stuff you can just immediately, you can come up with a thing, and then it's very easy to use. Okay, one of my friend who's actually wrote a blog, like how can we teach a Tableau to the grandma. Okay, it's just that easy. If you're just passionate enough, like, it's just easy to learn Tableau. And a big thing what I consider is actually able to interact with the big data environment. We have later slides where we can connect to different stuff, but one of the main point which I myself consider as the biggest thing is to be able to connect to the big data environment, whether it's Cassandra or Spark SQL. It's very easy to connect and then get the data. And then, as I said, same thing, like does any data means, like, even if it is Excel sheet, all the various data tools, you can connect and get it. And then you have like, it's just not limited to one set of reports. Like, you have variety of way to represent the same information to the business users, like very much appealing, or you just want the content, you can just throw it out. Like, you can have there is no limit for your imaginations, right? Imagination is actually equal to the visualization that you have. So Tableau is actually the industry leader in overall stuff. So I'm sure you might know about this Gartner report, right? Hope you guys know, right? So Gartner, there is a kind of stock market, you say, right? This is a product, this is a what to say, the stock will go up, or they will predict, and then they will give some rank to it. So in IT industry there is a Gartner. Okay, they will actually see the all the different possibilities and then say this is good, this is bad, this is performing well. This is a group of people, very much experienced, and they'll come up with their own. So this is actually very much important for all the products. So because they will criticize like like anything, like they'll just compare, this is good, this is not bad, this is emerging, all this stuff. So Gartner actually placed the Tableau software in right companies, which is a strength area, which is growing a leader, right? So and also you can see other like Pentaho, ClickView, Click Technology, Tipco, Microsoft. Microsoft produce a lot of reports. Power BI, I think that belongs to Microsoft, I guess. So Tipco. We worked with Tipco, and then we also till now we are using MicroStrategy in our current project also. But it's way away from the this crowd, which means like it's going as a leader at this one. So what's the difference? Quick just understanding perspective. What's the difference in traditional reporting and visualization tool with compared with the Tableau? So previously, the server is somewhere, and then it will just once query the data, and then it will load it to your report, and then it will just show some text and stuff, and then become a traditional warehouse visualization tools like Microsoft and stuff. Again, same thing it will query, but within the data, once get it like ETL, you just get into the server, and then with that you come up with, it's just limited to what you get it from the server once, right? Now with and now the visual line is for Tableau. What happens, like it won't just query once and then do the all the calculations and then the report. It will, whenever whatever you need, it will just go and get it. They have created visualization query, Viz SQL. It is not it's just under the layer. You don't need to know about Viz SQL, but I just want to understand, for your understanding, what is happening behind the Tableau I'm explaining. So they have implemented visual Viz query language, so which will do, whenever you change some report, it will go and fetch it from the database itself, and then it will try to produce whatever you need in the final one. Okay. So this is how actually Tableau works.
But most of the data reporting tools work the same way, right? Like
Um,
Jasper's reports, uh, they also, whenever you configure data sets, you can just go query it during runtime and just.
yeah, it's about the performance. You need to see the how fast it will go. So that's various. There is a performance list is there. So what is implementation of the whether it is a big data or is it indexed table or stuff. If it is a multiple database, what you will do? If I'm using one query, I have later slides. You have one query. It is taking not only from the different tables. It is taking from one table from the one data source, Natisa, and one is from the big data. Right? It is not only the across different tables. It is coming different database. So it is, that's why they worked more. This is strength for them, right? So that's why they used the visualization query to bring it the performance. I mean, they actually produce some report based on the performance, how performance wise, how Tableau versus the rest of the Jasper, ClickView, Power BI and stuff. Some of them is they're now catching up with this thing. This is how the Tableau works. So if you wanted to, if you bring the sales right to the dashboard, so it will just hit the query database and it will just get the one row and just display it. And then if you want to add the market, you will get it from the database and then it will just show it. And if you are wanted to add the time, it will 696 rows that you will get at that time from the data source to your report. This is how Tableau works. I'm just saying, what's happening behind the work. So since we talked about what's Tableau, what's a data visualization, what's a Tableau, I just want to know about just connect to the data, which is important, right? So pretty much whatever I need or we need, it would be available for Tableau to use it. Okay, so this is what recent release that screenshot which I took yesterday night around 12 o'clock. This is what pretty much now we can do with with Tableau now. You can see the variety of options. To me, I don't think the tools able to connect to this variety of the data source. OneDrive, Google Sheet. I use Google Sheet very effectively, and then you have PostgreSQL, and you have Spark SQL to work. I have Snowflake, which is, I don't think anybody knows it, which is just catching up in the market. For the big data environment, so it's also connected to this Snowflake and stuff. So there is no limit, right? This is data perspective, but here you have for whatever the business team needs, right? Just Excel, text, JSON, Microsoft PDF and stuff. Very easy to connect to the to Tableau. We just drag and drop. I don't have any Microsoft products or something. I would have shown it. So it just drag and drop, right? It just worked as it expected, right? So that's kind of, even if you wanted to use a ODBC, you have options, right? So with respect to overall fitment of the Tableau, this is where you fit in, right? So you use all different tools and operations tools, and then you can use a different infrastructure, and then you have data layer is here, so you have a visualization layer here. So no matter what, as we see in the previous slide, no matter what source, you can still able to connect them and then get it in the Tableau. This okay. So this is why I just wanted to show you as overall fitment of the Tableau in the enterprise-wide the solutions. Okay. So I just wanted to quickly go through the few things. Just more technical. So I just. So what this says, like not only single source that you can connect at a time, right? So what I remember is MicroStrategy this point. One connection, it has only one connections. Okay, ODBC or whatever, it will able to connect to the only one source at a time. The report is consist of one database. Okay, but here I just quickly do it because it's not needed at this point. So you can connect to different. This is called data blending. Okay, this is a keyword that uses data Tableau. So it will actually combine the data on the fly. You can connect to two different databases, and then you can connect tables across, and then you can also put join. No matter what type of join, very well about join, inner join, outer join, left join. You can do all the performance in across the database. That's a very much the feature that I liked. In a Tableau, because it is what I need, right? So some of the things in Spark environment, but a lot of other legacy system, as I speak my own experience. So the recent the departments in your IT company move to the big data, but legacy applications still in Oracle and stuff. But if you want to take a report out of it, okay, what is legacy versus your modern report? Even if you want to compare the data, so you can able to connect to the different data bases at a time to come to the single report. That's one of the biggest thing. So you can see here the coffee chain. It will also clearly say what database from where. Okay, the blue and orange and stuff. Okay, so but the key should be common. Like for example, if you have the region in one database, and also it can map. Okay, it need not to be actually the same key. You can say region in coffee chain, coffee city. It is actually location. Okay, you can say location of coffee chain is equal to region of the office city. You can just say mapping, and so that you know what is the common key across the database. It's okay. This one just says like what different types of, like you build the product, okay, and then you created some of the dashboards and stories. Like now you wanted to share with your boss, okay, your CEO, right? So all you can just you develop the report, and then you created the same. You have variety of way to share. You can just say the visualization alone. You can share along with the data. just visualize. We can just see the data, and you can just see the variation of data. But you can also we can not only just report, you can also attach with the data also, and then you can also can give ability to play around with them. You can lot of restrictions to it. Okay, you can just play around with that. So okay, that's a cross database join and then data blending. Okay, so what's the time?
246.
Okay, so this is actually, if possible, I'll just show the some demo. So what way you can play around with the data and stuff. So we have datas in lot of formats. So you have hierarchical data like category, sub department and stuff. If you take one product, they have a manufacturer, brand and stuff like. So let's say you have Coca-Cola, right? Coca-Cola is actually hierarchy, like it's a company. So in the Coca-Cola, you have a lot of categories. You have a soda, you have water, you have soft drinks and stuff. And then if you go to the soft drinks, then you have a lot of, like, you have Seven Up, and then you have Coke, and you have lager something. So there is a hierarchy informations, right? So you can also play around with hierarchies, and then you can also play with the group of data, and then you can have the sets and then filters and stuff. um, so if possible, I'll just go to the quick show actually this Tableau. So as I said, like these are all things that we have been now working on this one. So there is a possible to connect the Excel and stuff. I'm just opening the small the sample workbooks. Okay. So this is actually okay. So this is a sample. It's called as a dashboard. This is called dashboard. So each this is one report, and this is another report, and this is I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have 4 reports and a single dashboard. Okay. So if I click, the region. So now it is showing all the regions, right? So all the regions it's showing it. So I can visualize, like, this is kind of interactive, right? So I can just go to, if I want to know only the central region, I can know like what is happening, like, right? If I just move over the particular state and cities, like I can go know what is happening and stuff. Okay. Same thing. Just wanted to go see all this around. Okay. And then you can also have order based. This is fake or handmade data that they have for visualizations, right? So you can also play around with the data, right? So what is 2000, if you want to know what is going on between 2015 and 17, so you can show it, just easy to just filter the data. It's just easy to filter. So in the traditional thing, you have to go to the database or stuff. It will just filter it and then give it. So now with just moving around the filter condition, this filter region, so we can just use it to that. And also, if you want to know what is based on the profit ratio, you can also see this one. Okay. So if you see the connection between the click in this region, and also it will show in your below reports, right? This is interactive, right? So based on this, it will show monthly sales, like what is difference in consumer and different categories, right? So that's one thing. And then this is okay, if possible. So I just want to show something, right? So I want to know who is top 10 customers that I have. Okay, so just think how I'm going to get it, right? So this is a total sales. Okay, and then it has unlike any other, this is one of the cool features that I like in Tableau. So anybody from the visualization background? No? Okay. So if you've been to the visualization background, like it will just show what is, previously this is not possible. There is a, dimension and measure, which will able to, Tableau itself able to know what is a number and what is a text. Okay. So number means where the sales data, profit, and then, year-wise growth, all these things is a number. And then there is a customer name, what is the category, all these things called the dimension. So a dimension and measures is able to, able to identify correctly and able to show you, what is the dimension, what is the measure. And it also give even if you wanted to, if you're not able to predict properly, 99% it will predict properly. Even if not edit properly, you can also move around from measure to dimension, you can convert, and then dimension to measure you can convert. Okay, so now I want to know the, customer sales. Okay, this is what, I'm getting it, right? There is, you don't know, like I have a lot of customer, I don't know who is top and bottom, right? So all I'm going to do it, just filter going top, top 10, right? Yeah, let it be top 10. Okay, and then just short and then save. Okay, so with simple click, okay, just a simple click, I came to know who is the, which customer is actually made highest sale. Okay, so if we wanted the micro strategy, let's say I'm starting very fresh. Okay, micro strategy, this installations take 2 minutes, right? And then report how much you took, again 2 minutes or something. Like within 5 minutes, if you know at least Tableau, right? This is if I teach you, like within 10 to 15 minutes, you know what is going on. Okay, with a simple click, double click mostly. Now you'll come to the conclusion who is actually making more sales. Okay, so this is a sales perspective. Okay, so now if I ask you a question, okay, is Sean Miller, he is a profitable customer? Who is a profitable customer, right? By seeing this data or whatever the data, this report, we can even show it in a micro strategy and cognos, right? It's not a big deal. Okay, so now I want to know, is it Sean Miller is really is worth, if I you want if I'm taking I'm a CEO now. Okay, so I wanted to give some discount to my best customer, right? So I'm having this data, so I'm just going to say, okay, he made $25,000 sales with us, let's give the discount to him, right? Let's see what this data shows, right? So I'm going another report, sales, and I have a profit, right? Each customer, they'll say their profit. Okay, so okay, so
What did you put in the color column?
color,
You dropped something on the color, right?
profit ratio.
Profit ratio.
Yeah, so I've just put a profit ratio. So you see, the Sean Miller, he's actually is not making a profit. Okay, so with this report, okay, so which is what most tools can give it, right? Which play around with within few clicks, I'm saying, so what I'm trying to show is, like, you can, this is what you call insight. Okay, this is what you see, whatever you see is not going to believe it. So there is a analytical mind that we have, right? So it will be able to, it will just clearly say the fact. Okay, Just because he made a lot of sales doesn't mean that he is a profitable customer to us. So even if you just want to really give the discount, so you should give to the second person, which is that Tamara Chand, right? So it's actually he is a guy, though he is made less sales with you, but he actually profited you much. Which is what uh, this this report says to you. Okay, this is what meaning data is talking to you. Okay, so clearly, like just see somebody is coming seeing this report, immediately the first thing is like, oh, okay, Sean Miller is not a good customer for us. We should actually focus on these guys, right? And then we can also if we say, okay, I just want to see only the profited customer, what I can do with this. Okay, so I can just say or I can say just okay, that's it. This is all I need. I'm seeing only the okay. I wanted to work on only the customer. I want to talk to them and then see what is happening. And so you can also see this. It's the customer is not actually making profit. Okay, so it is just one report. Okay, but you have so much of way. This is what I said in the cycle of the visualizer. You take up a question, you answer it through the data, and then move on with the same thing. Okay, so you can with this simple report, you can also lot of insight. You can get it from the simple few clicks and then the report. So that's simple stuff, and I have there are different way of showing that dashboard and stuff. Um, this is the order detail. So if you wanted to, this is the simple. If you wanted to know, specific to the environment. Okay, I just want to see the central level customers, and then city is just. Let's see whether I have Chicago. Yeah. Okay. I wanted to see the Chicago, and then I have a lot of categories. Okay, I just want to see the technologies. Okay. So and then segments. So I wanted to see it's a corporate, right? So this is all I get it. So from the this thing you can also see all the you can filter it on your phone. So previously we seen the report. Now you can also possible to see in the table perspective also. And then and then you can also use forecasting. Okay, so there are some inbuilt algorithm they implement. Tableau is implemented, which that you can just use the forecasting in trend line cluster and stuff. Okay, you can use it to actually this is what you have a data. Okay, till June 2017 you have a data. After that you don't have a data. Okay, so what this Tableau will do based on these many data that you have, it will actually predict with variability. This blur point is actually plus or minus. Okay, it will be able to predict to some extent. It's not as accurate, but it will to some extent it will say this is what it is. It may go plus or minus where it is. And then the other real key the salient feature that I like is like what if scenario. Okay, so you are a CEO, right? So for example you are some business analyst in your position, right? So you already give some percentage of like they put the ad 50 percentage sale and 60 percentage sale, right? So what you can know, okay, let's say I'm giving a 40 percentage. Now right now you don't have any sales, so you can see that okay, if I have 40 percentage of sale, 40 percentage offer that I'm making it, how much sales I'm going to make it. Okay, that's called what if scenario. What if I gave this much percentage of stuff, or if I increase the sale, or if increase the product price, if I increase the product if it decrease the product size, or if I offer, if I free something, if I discount something. So that scenario will be, take into the calculate. It will actually smart enough to, calculate. This all calculations, right? Multiplying, if this amount, if I'm goes with this amount, what is outcome. So you can also play around with that. Like if I have 50% of growth, I know what is the difference. So if I have 70% of discount, what is happening. So all these things, like, you can have it. So this is what is kind of demo perspective. And then coming to the what I showed is all dashboards, right? So you can also, that's a typical any tools can do it, dashboards. And then what's unique about Tableau is actually it gives story. Okay, it will connect. If we wanted to show the presentation, not only say, okay, sales is achieved this much, and you have this much, less profit customers that you're finding. So the story is actually, it will give some kind of information, so that the business can immediately take decision, and based on the story. So you can say, okay, these are the customers. I don't have any benefit, so let's not consider them. So these are the customers that I want to really get benefit. And then this department is going very low, so let's me pump up more, add to it more marketing strategy. I will implement all this thing. You can come up with the story. Okay. Just it will be like at the end it will, and as I said, it's a visual analysis, right? So at the end, see the data, you see the data, you immediately have to come to the conclusions, like what's going on, and then you able to take immediate decision. Okay, let's say you deliver something, it is going wrong, immediately you come up some discount, and then immediately you make it, right? So interesting thing is, like, recently, the click analogy in the analysis, market analysis, right? You are searching some product in Amazon. Okay, so let's say some shoes that you wanted to buy in Amazon. So you went and you choose color and stuff. You also typed your shipping address, and then somehow you felt price is too heavy. What you say? Okay, I don't want this. So you just logged off. The moment that you logged off, the algorithm will kick off. Why this customer is not buying this product? That's the trend that we are living in. Why this guy is not buying this product? So it will just keep it radar. Okay, so it will just put immediately, okay, this is, it will put the radar of this product. How many customers he is planning to buy at the last minute stopped because of the thing? So it immediately throws a lot of difference. The machine learning algorithm will run, and then finally it will come to the CEO of that brand, like whoever put the ad to the Amazon. It will come to the shows, and so he'll just see, okay, I invested this thing, so why this? So lot of customers that came, and then they don't want to buy this because they felt the price is too heavy. Let me discount it. Okay, so let's say, like, if I discount give 20% offer, still will I make it the profit? Okay, so let's drag it down and then see. Okay, yeah, so even if you will offer 20% for this product, I can make it. So they immediately all the team, they'll roll out the discount, and the next minute the same pop-up will come. Next time you logged in, say discount for this price. You could have seen that website, right? Even if you're not logged in the Amazon, if you go to the Google, it will right side, it will say the shoes, it's a discount offer. So you realize, oh, okay, they're pretty discounted. So you immediately go and buy. That's it. They want you to buy the product no matter what, right? So it's all, what I'm saying is this, it's all quick analysis that needed. You don't need to wait for somebody after 3 months say these are customers not paying the because the price is too heavy. After 3 months, what's the use? Or after even week, it's not. It's a matters, right? It needs to be happen within an hour. Like you rolled out the product, millions of people they came and they visited, and they did not want to buy it. You have to take it immediate, quick. You have a data, but as I said, that it's all in tables. The big data, Spark machine learning, it will apply it. It will give it the data. Okay, it's still residing in let's say it is residing in Databricks environment, using machine learning is applied, and then all your data is there in your Couch database, Mongo database. Like, what to do? right? So immediately, like you'll get a self-service guide. You just go and take the data and see what is happening. You take a immediate situation, your business will improve. So that's a thing like self-service BI. It's a quick and easy to use. So that's um, the power of Tableau. Calculation is actually the drag and drop, right? You have symmetrical some of only the sum aggregation stuff. If you wanted to drill down more, your custom made, not everybody is following the sum, right? Some of the things you cannot just sum, right? 70%, 80% you cannot sum up. So you have a different calculation, custom calculation you can make. So every industry have different calculations. So there is options to calculate all the stuff, and then there is a way you can do it. Okay. So as I said, so with this, like there is no possibility, there is nothing that you cannot try out with a Tableau of now, as far I see. So there is your imagination is for your limit, right? If you have beyond and stuff, you can just go create the very interactive and then dashboard that you can create and then bring the insight to your customers. So some of the competitors for the Tableau, just Pentaho, ClickView. We also have ClickView. There is a Power BI, I think, from the Microsoft, which is actually good. All the stuff. So that's it now. Okay. So that's it from my side. Any questions, the audience here, and then the people in the online.
Hi, this is Naresh. Actually, how about the future, right? So, how far we can expect usage of this Tableau tool?
Um, how, what is the feature you're asking about?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Feature. See, it's I had a slide. Um, okay. So the feature wise, like the best features that I like is it's immediately can just easy to use. Okay. And then it is just the big data. So
So, actually, I'm asking for future, like, so how far, I mean, how long we can expect, because number of tools are there. So, I think is the visualization is the, I mean, better tool. So, how about the, suppose if we start working on it, so how far we can expect to survive?
Scope of this tableau. He's asking about the scope.
oh, scope of the Tableau.
Yes, correct.
Okay, yeah, as I said, like see, even the Gartner predicts, it's industry leader, right, for the Tableau. So if you know, you can ask anyone in the top level, right? So they have using Tableau. I've asked some of the business team that I know in my own industry, like I thought they are not using it, but to me surprised, like he said, almost all the clients is using the Tableau software. See, that's what I just said in a simple this, right? So this is the only tool as of now. I know it's like it's this classical the insights that you can get it in the self-service BI environment. So if you learn this, the Tableau, I think pretty much it's have a very big scope, to catch up with the uh, with the with the market. And whatever the big data environment, if you are especially if the working in the big data environment, this is actually goes hands on with your enterprise wise tool.
Okay, can we let algorithm within this Tableau? Like I think you told, right? So it will have some algorithms inside for prediction and also. Can we write some our own algorithm, or can we
Yeah.
any customization?
Yes. So it connect to the Spark or okay, Spark or it's also connected to Spark or also is normal or programming also you can use it. Okay. You can also they give the API also, Java API. You can also connect to, you can use some API to get your data. Mostly most of the team. I remember one of my cousin actually is using R with the Tableau.
Okay.
That's what I say. It's a perfect tool for current trend, right? There is a trend that we follow. So the trend that's going upward for the next 5 to 10 years, like this is going to be one of the salient, the technology is going to be there,
Okay.
because it simply
Okay.
connect
Thank you.
to the or it can connect to see the yourself see the a tool connect to the easy to use, connect to the R to go to predict all the the algorithms, and then you can also connect to the big data, and then you can show the powerful visualization. So to me this is one of the the best tool that we can use.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
um,
So it can be worked in all the platforms, Windows, Linux, and Tableau.
yeah, so I'm working in Windows now.
Windows is
Then yeah,
normal,
yeah,
so I can use it in the Mac.
yes, yes. There is
The installation steps are quite common.
that's quite common.
Just next.
You can Mac also you can use. I see people using in Mac, and I see people are using in Linux. So Tableau, there is a Tableau server. So where you can push your data to the server, centralized server. So you can buy the space like kind of cloud. So you can buy a space, and then you can put all your data over there. So it just you don't need to have anything in your local system. You just log in there
So
and
it's a
connect.
web-based
You can also, yes, we can also,
access.
yes, you can also store all your stuff in not only your local machine, you can store remotely.
What do you mean by remotely? You mean the data or the reports
Anything,
as such?
whatever that you see. I mm, I once I made a report, dashboard and stuff. So I can just turn it to the month. It's not one time use, right? Month on month it will get refreshed. Month data will come, big data will come. It will get refreshed. So all this you can just automate it and put it to the server, and then it will connect automatically. And then by the time like this month, you can just log in with that available data. Your report will be different. So that's
So you mean the Tableau server can be run on a cloud, is what you're saying?
yeah. That's one of the advantage. I see that there is different options.
Does Tableau gives dynamical chats? Like continuously I'm getting some data and continuously I want some reports. Is that sort of feature is available in Tableau?
Continuous.
Suppose I'm getting some data continuously and I just want that immediate report.
Yeah,
Then it works.
yeah. Yeah, that's one of the feature, right? So you can schedule the report. You can also send the notifications that your report is ready.
And normally we'll be connecting the database, right? So the data will be inserted into the database continuously.
Yeah.
So report will also
Yes, yes. Yeah, you can schedule. Like that's what you can schedule. Like say, let's say that you are refreshing the data in every 10 minutes, right? You can also say the refresh point at the 11 minutes each time. So when the 10th minute your data get refreshed in the database, the 11th minute the report get refreshed. So every 11 minute you can say refresh my report. So you can, there's no limitations. 2 minutes, 1 minute. You can say, otherwise the click event, like whenever the data comes, it will refresh. So you can, all possibilities there. Same thing, you can see it in the mobile device, iPad and stuff. It is also have a big feature. But in a micro strategy, it's what I see is like, if you use only the desktop version, you can use. If you wanted to use a mobile device, yeah, you have to go for the different implementations. Not major, but there is some modification you need to do. There is a different environment you need to test it. All the things is there. But this is one time you say the report, it will run in the multiple devices. That's one of the cool features that Tableau has. Okay. Thanks a lot, everyone. So I'm very happy to share my experience. I'm looking forward. I have more opportunities. I actually share my experience in the Tableau. Thank you. Over to Khalid.
Good evening, friends. That is these topics which has been arranged. That is this week. No, we have arranged the Tableau. Oh, that is the data visualization part of data science. So that is every week. No, we will be discussing some. That is once in 15 days. No, we will be discussing some topics. Like on February 15th, February 17th. Next week there will be no sessions on Saturday and free sessions. That is paid sessions you will have normally. You will have normally paid sessions. No morning it happens. So afternoon, this 1.5 hour session we take normal free sessions. We cannot tell it. And on February 17th, we conduct the meetup at IIT Madras Research Park. It will be on. It starts at morning 10 o'clock until 5:30. You will be seated over there at IIT Madras. Next meetup every 15 days we used to conduct meetups. So 2 months once we conducted IIT Madras and others, no, it will be organized here in this place. And here, this is the place we have dedicated library, data science library here. So you will have almost all books. Still no need to get more books, but still we have more than 300 books. So on data science alone, so we'll be completely involved in these data science topics like big data analytics, starting from big data analytics, machine learning, deep reinforcement learning, neural networks, computer vision, like natural language processing, in these type of topics. No, we discuss, and also we take two languages, Python and R analytics of Java. Um, so we are only concentrate in AI and data science, big data analytics kind of stuff. And also finally we end up with IoT, getting things in Raspberry Pi or remote boards we have here. So we used to show that. So thank you. So next session, no, we'll meet you all at IIT Madras at 10 a.m. For that tickets, no, still we have around 100 seats. 80 seats is been full, and still 20 seats is there. If you want, no, you can just book it up, and you can send the WhatsApp your details.
What else are we going to discuss? What else? In IIT Madras.
One second, let me just open the notepad. Notice board, it's there. You can copy them.
You can register here for ID. You can register now.
Notepad. Notepad. So I guess the laptop is slow. Anyway, I will just orally tell my number. I'm Khalil Ahmad. My number is 978 988 424 978 988 424. Still just 20 seats left. Please ensure that no. Yeah, now it's up. 424. So go IT Madras Research Feb 17th between 10 a to 5:30 p.m. 5 to 5:30 p.m. No, we will close it. The cost would be 500 per head. The cost can be done paid at the spot. So if you that is you can register out of 100 seats, 80 seats is being filled, 20 seats is remaining. If you want to make registration, you can do it. Thank you for your time. And next, I guess no, like next in our next IIT Madras session, no, we'll discuss on big data analytics, introduction on big data, and we will see the components on big data, that is Hive, Big Scoop, Flow, Moosey, all those stuffs. And we will also see the deep dive with Spark, deep dive with Hive also will have, and also we'll go with the visualization part which we have discussed today, and also we'll go with the roadmap on artificial intelligence. We'll also go with the big data administration stuffs as well. And finally, we'll go with the reinforcement learning. We actually 6 staffs here at the data science library. That is, we go as a startup with bigdatahandson.com. That is the startup which we have planned to open in 2 years. But right now, no, we are just going with we have just started trainings, and we have it's the place as the knowledge sharing place. We have formed as a knowledge sharing place. We actually 6 to 7 trainers here. We alone do it. We are completely working professionals, and we do it. And if you want to do more on a research kind of stuff, no, you need to join the actual sessions which we take. Thank you all. Welcome on the that is the GoToMeeting channel as well, and the recordings will also be shared. Thank you.
So what is the cost of this entire